Welcome to the Brainrot Bulletin, the latest brain rot, how it started, and where it's going next. So the last time I uploaded a Brainrot Bulletin was over a week ago, and since then I've been on holiday. I've been away. I've been living my life without a computer, and now I feel like when a teacher comes back to school after being away, I feel like my class, aka the people who use the internet, aka you watching this right now, have been on very poor form in my absence. Never, in all my years of being online, have I seen a week's worth of brain rot being this bad. So, today we'll be talking about the return of YouTube poops, cringy Halloween costumes, niche memes losing all meaning, and last, and very possibly least,
I'm gonna go out swinging. Toy soldiers dipping, that's fun-size bars. Slipping slides, fart noises, chicken stars.
What is Chicken Stars? Chicken Stars is nothing. That's what it is. It's literally just a clip from the Netflix film Leo, where this kid sings about star-shaped chicken nuggets that he calls
Chicken stars.
And people have just latched onto it for whatever reason. It's a bit like Dude Man, which I covered a couple of weeks ago. And you'll know what I'll be covering next if you subscribe. Subscribe now! Subscribe now! Anyway, like Dude Man, Chicken Stars is just a clip from an animated movie that's caught people's attention. I do think this year has been pretty stacked with creative memes, so it's only natural the brain rot cogs are beginning to grind to a halt as we hit a drought now. It does seem like people are, for the time being, running out of ideas.
I'm gonna go out tuning. Toy soldiers dipping, that's 6-7 bars. Ditties, slides, fart noises, chicken stars.
If I remember correctly, cultural commentator Hoopify speculated that when
My mother ate fries
dropped around September, it was the start of a brain rot drought, and I think Chicken Stars exemplifies that even more a month and a half later. On the niche scale, it's niche, I guess. And it gets a shrug from me. There's nothing good about it, but there's also nothing for me to actually be annoyed by. It just exists. Just fuck off, Chicken Stars. Surely we don't have anything worse than this.
Pom 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 Tra la la la.
If Chicken Stars was nothing, Pom Pom Tra la la is really nothing. I have genuinely seen nothing of any value done with this meme, and I think it's one of many examples of how the word niche is just beginning to mean absolutely nothing. I've seen so many reels recently of clips from usually animated movies with a few lines of text over the top saying something like, "The binder from Captain Underpants is the latest niche meme."
Look no further. The binder. Having trouble organizing your binders? Well, look no further. The binder. Having trouble organizing your binders? Well, look no further.
This stuff is very much in the same vein of Chicken Stars, although at least people are doing something with Chicken Stars.
Anya ate slices. Drew ate donuts. My mother ate
Chicken stars.
My mother ate chicken stars.
With Pom Pom Tra La La and others in its ilk, it comes across as just so incredibly lazy. I'd say this meme movement is niche, with each individual meme inside of it being pre-niche. It also gets a thumbs down. Do you remember a few months ago when we had Adrian E-Fock and a barbershop haircut that cost a quarter? They were pretty fun. Now we have 96 batteries.
Uses 96 batteries.
Thanks, Lorax. Speaking of the Lorax, this one's a bit different because it's more like anti-brain rot. For the past couple of years, teenage and young adult girls have been dressing up as the Lorax for Halloween, complete with the orange morph suit, yellow facial hair, and a pillow stuffed to create that pot belly look. It started blowing up in 2023, around the same time a bunch of Lorax memes were going viral on TikTok. And now, as we're heading into Halloween of 2025, there's been this backlash where people are calling the Lorax costume unfunny, corny, cringe, etc. There's even videos of guys saying stuff like, "I wouldn't wish a Lorax costume girlfriend on my worst enemy."
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't.
Now, I'm always a little bit cautious when a trend is making fun specifically of women. Can women be cringy? Yes, of course they can. But have some people in the past taken things like this to a sexist place? Unfortunately, yes. Do I think the Lorax costumes are pretty cringy? Yeah, honestly, I do. It's like telling the same joke over and over again. Like the first time it was done, it was fine, but the more it gets repeated, the less funny it gets. I guess the real acid test will be on Halloween itself. We'll see how many people actually dress up as the Lorax IRL. But here's the thing, I also find the backlash to the Lorax costumes quite cringe. Like, not to be that person who says, let people enjoy things. But really, if it's not hurting anyone, creating an entire brain rot wave just to bash other people is a bit cringe. In conclusion, I find the whole thing pretty cringe. And honestly, I care very little about it. On the niche scale, it's blowing up.
Nice shot!
And I don't care enough about it to give it anything other than a shrug. From November the 1st, no one will care about this. But now, onto something I really care about.
I want a free 3DS XL. Well, you know, there is a free 3DS XL. That's all of my 3DS XL. Yeah, no one seems to know about it, so you go do.
Now this is what I love about internet culture. Some of you may be aware of the lost form of art known as YouTube poops that was super popular around the mid to late 2000s.
Can I have a drink? 1, 2, 3, 4.
The door opens. It's Dad. He breezes in and he says, "Hi, everybody. Anything happened today?"
Some of you may be aware of 1980s Gamer. He makes content all revolved around, believe it or not, being a 1980s gamer.
My favorite game is Mario 3. This is my favorite. I love to smash.
I'm honestly not sure who made the first YouTube poop edit of Mr. 1980, but it was posted at least 2 years ago. And just really recently, I've seen a pretty sizable influx of these edits of the man.
The little tinny. Yay, my own swear. What?
This is still very much pre-niche. And I usually might not talk about such small brain rot on this channel, but I just really like this. I think YouTube poops have the capacity to be genuinely really funny, and this might sound silly, but it showcases a lot of humanity. As faceless AI slop memes like Blue Collar SpongeBob are on the rise, I really like to see videos that are a little rough around the edges, a little imperfect, with a sense of humor that robots just don't understand. Because that's what makes it human. So class. Make sure you write a 50-word essay in the comments letting me know what your favourite bit of brain rot was, where you think these brain rots will be by next week, and what you think I should cover next. I hope by next week's seminar you'll all have contributed some real A-star memes to the internet. And if you don't feel like doing that, the least you can do to pass this module is smash that like and subscribe.